been from today, could have been from 10 years ago, whatever. Something that either made you feel sad, disappointed, pissed off, all of that good stuff, right? When it comes to that situation, if you could take a moment to imagine, right? Shift your perspective. Take a moment to imagine either being able to laugh about it, right? And it might be easier if it's something in the past that's in the hindsight, so you can laugh about it now. Maybe it wasn't that funny then, but it's kind of silly now. If not, laugh about it, make your peace with it, right? Make your peace with it. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, right? That experience may have been negative and toxic, but it does not define your life. It does not define you. In fact, you being able to be aware of that thing not serving you allows you, right, to be in alignment with what does serve you. It allows you to let it go. It allows you an opportunity to choose something different, right? Maybe it's something really sad, right? And making your peace what it looks like, being able to accept, like, you know what, like that, like I don't have control over this. That is out of my control, and that's okay, right? Maybe it's looking for the good in the thing, right? So we alchemizing now. This alchemy, okay? Maybe it's looking at it and say, you know what? As negative, as toxic, as low vibration of a situation that was, something out of that situation serves my highest good. Something out of that situation I'm flipping, I'm using, right, to be valuable for me and my life experience, and maybe for others as well. Right. So there's different ways to look at these things. So when we look at perspective, that is the breakdown and shift in the perspective. I feel like I'm missing the point, but it'll come to me. Now, as you shift your perspective, we then want to back that up with understanding. Okay. So now that you created the it feels good. Hey, yeah. Now that you got that good feeling with it, the next step is to create almost a receipt, create a nice list, right? An itemized list of why it's worth making your peace with it, laughing at it, getting something valuable out of it, right? But you have to remind yourself with understanding, right, of how and why this thing does not have the power to take you out of alignment with your desired results, with your desired experience, what you really want out of life. It does not have that power, because see, holding resentment or guilt or depression is a repellent, right? It is repelling what you desire. It's out of alignment with your high vibration. It lowers you into a state of being stagnant. Being stagnant is you might as well be an inanimate object, right? The Walking Dead, okay? And there are people who passed away that have more life than folks who are living, that have more energy, that have left such a high vibration and memory, and still interact and find ways to show themselves. Oh, I get aunties and uncles, they show up. My grandfather is hilarious. Like, I know this man is messing with me from the other side. I'll tell you that right now. We ain't gonna get into the reason why I believe what I believe, okay? Because I done been shown some things and I did not ask for them, but apparently I was ready. So if you're not ready, don't worry about it. It's not gonna come to you. It come to you if you ask for it and if you're ready. Apparently I was ready, because I don't remember asking. But I will tell you this: when it comes to your energy levels, if you decide to be consumed, and it is a decision. It is a decision to be consumed by things that are depressing, that are allowing you to feel guilt, right? If you feel guilty about something, can you take a moment with that guilt and love yourself enough to say, hey, I am learning and growing, right? At one point, I didn't even know how to walk. So to fault yourself for like, well, I knew better, but obviously you had not known to this depth. You just learned on a new level. I'm on a new level, okay? You just learned a whole other level of that lesson. So allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to parent yourself. Love yourself enough to learn the lessons and not hold yourself so accountable that you dismiss the fact of all the experiences you had that led you up to making the decision you made that you may feel so guilty about, right? If it's a depression and it's something that is out of your control, Your acceptance of saying, this is out of my control, right? Your acceptance of being able to see how people who make their peace, whatever that situation, people who make their peace with that, how do they make their peace with this? How do folks do that? Did you do your research? Did you go beyond what you've been taught? Did you go beyond what you think and see deeper into that situation, okay? So that understanding, then it amplifies your ability to stick with that perspective and not be swayed by anybody else's opinion. Say, oh, girl, I would be upset if I was you. I understand. You know, they give you a voucher to have anxiety, depression, any type of mental illness. There's usually trauma attached to it. So if you got the trauma, then boom, cash that receipt, be as depressed as you want to be. But this is the deal. We could take that coupon, right? And we can say, I'm about to use that. I'm not going to use that because my reaction, here goes the reaction piece, right, is going to be in alignment with what I desire to be, to experience, right? My response is going to put me on a higher ground, not have me drowning in this thing. So looking at the situation that brought you to a low vibration, can you see how you could have responded differently? Now that you have a perspective shift and you got your list of understanding that perspective shift, what is a way that you can respond even now, right, with that situation that will better serve you, that will better serve those around you?